Furious 7 is the brand new Fast and Furious movie and the 7th installment of this series. There are 7 Fast and Furious movies, and the best part is, it has evolved from street racing to just insane action movie. And they've gotten better also. The plot of this movie, Jason Statham plays Deckard Shaw. He's the brother of Fast and Furious 6 villain Owen Shaw. And if you remember what happened to Owen Shaw in Furious 6, well, you probably know why Jason Statham wants revenge in this movie, and Dominic Toretto and his gang have to stop them. But they have to find this God's Eye first to track him down. So they require a hacker named Ramsey to find it, and there's this whole other group also. That part's kind of convoluted. So I was really looking forward to Furious 7. The trailers made it look like it had finally embraced what it was. It's just a dumb action movie, and this is exactly what it is. This movie is dumb for sure, but it's the best kind of dumb. These people are superheroes. They get hurt. Like, they should die, basically, but they don't. They don't die, they live, and it's awesome. The action scenes in this movie are really good. The cars, the shooting, it's so good. And Jason Statham as the villain I thought was actually a really nice addition. My only problem with his character actually has something to do with the plot, is they're trying to hunt down Jason Statham. That's the whole plot of the movie. They're trying to hunt down Jason Statham, but they need the God's Eye, so when they're looking for the God's Eye, Jason Statham shows up along the way. So really, all you gotta do is like hang around at like some coffee shop, like, hey, we're just sitting here, let's talk about family real quick, and Jason Statham will show up, and then all you gotta do is have the people surround him, and then he goes to jail. You don't need the God's Eye, just hang out anywhere, Jason Statham will show up, and then just ambush him. So yeah, that's one of the negatives of the movie, is that we don't need the God's Eye subplot. We just need, let's have a revenge film with Jason Statham against Dominic Toretto and his family. Speaking of Vin Diesel, he does a good job in this movie also, and you're probably all wondering about this next part. Paul Walker. As you know, Paul Walker passed away because of some really unfortunate events, and you might be wondering, how was he, or his brothers, or anything. I actually had a hard time picking out his brothers because I don't know what his brothers look like. So that was kind of hard to pick out, but yeah, and there's one moment where I saw CGI Paul Walker. The rest I actually saw like regular Paul Walker. Maybe it was because I was like looking too hard at it, like, oh, can I see if it's CGI or not? Maybe it's because of that. I'm not really sure, but I think they did a good job disguising it. And Paul Walker, I know he wasn't there for all of it, and I'm not sure which scenes he was able to do when he was still alive, but he was good, and his brothers were also good. Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris, they're hilarious. Tyrese Gibson especially. Roman is really funny. Like, he fully embraces, like, you guys know that what we're gonna do here is absolutely insane. And Ludacris as a hacker, yeah, get that through your head. He's also really funny, and Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris actually have a good camaraderie with each other. There's actually a female hacker played by Ramsey who also does a good job in the movie. And Jordana Brewster, actually, she was like very sidelined in the movie. She was kind of important to the movie, but it's like they don't need her for the action, they just need her for Paul Walker's character, so she's like off over here. And that's fine. I would like to see Jordana Brewster kind of in the action scenes, but you know, when you got a kid to take care of, that's not very easy. And The Rock was good. He wasn't in it as much, unfortunately, which was kind of a shame in my opinion, because The Rock is freaking awesome. But you know what, he was there for an important reason, and he did have some really cool scenes, so that's good. Actually made his scenes worthwhile, so at least you got that. And as I mentioned, this movie is insane. If you're looking for logic, you're at the wrong movie, man. Because this movie is balls to the wall ridiculous. People should be dead 10 times over. Yesterday, I wore the Loot Crate shirt with the cats making up a skull, because those cats should have been dead. And my only problem with the movie is that the subplot where they're looking for the God's Eye is just ridiculous. They could have had those really cool action scenes with Jason Statham just trying to get revenge for his brother against Dominic Toretto and his family. That's all they could have done, but they have to throw in Kurt Russell with like a completely different Fast and Furious movie. Yeah, that is my only problem with the movie. This is a really fun time, and I really love the acting. They all have great chemistry with each other, and I gotta be honest, the ending, like the last 5 minutes of this movie, almost made me and my friend cry. I saw it with my friend, and we almost cried at that last 5 minutes. Hashtag for Paul. So I'm gonna give Furious 7 an A-. Yeah, I know. This movie, it's ridiculous, it's fun, it's awesome. Go see it. It is honestly a really good action movie. I like Kingsman more than this movie, but when it comes to, like, insane, fully just outright boom, Furious 7. So what did you think of Furious 7? If you saw it, leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.